Welcome to our channel, DMV Permit Practice Test. Visit our website for free road signs cheat sheet and additional resources to help you prepare and easily pass your DMV permit test. Now let's begin. Question 1. You are driving toward a railroad crossing that does not have gates or lights. A train is approaching, but there might be just enough time for you to cross the tracks before it arrives. You should. Option A, slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you. Option B, speed up and drive faster than the speed limit, so you have more room to get across the tracks before the train arrives. Option C, continue driving at the speed limit and see if you can make it across the tracks ahead of the train. The correct answer is Option A, slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you. Question 2. When you are driving on a multi-lane road, if another vehicle moves into your lane right in front of you, cutting you off, you should. Option A, brake only if necessary to avoid a crash and follow the other vehicle closely for a while. Option B, honk your horn and brake firmly to quickly drop back from the other vehicle. Option C, stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash and gently drop back to a safe following distance. The correct answer is Option C, stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash and gently drop back to a safe following distance. Question 3. If you want to go to a social event where you might drink alcohol, you should. Option A, plan to drive home on back streets and roads with no traffic if you drink any alcohol at the event. Option B, use public transportation or a taxi, if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. Option C, either of these. The correct answer is Option B, use public transportation or a taxi, if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. Question 4. You are driving on a slippery road in a car with anti-lock brakes. If you need to make an emergency stop, you should. Option A, push firmly on the brake pedal and then release it while steering toward the shoulder. Option B, pump the brake pedal hard and fast while steering to correct any skids. Option C, press down hard on the brake pedal, hold it down, and steer out of danger. The correct answer is Option C, press down hard on the brake pedal, hold it down, and steer out of danger. Question 5. When you are driving at night, Option A, you can drive with only your parking lights on if you are in an area with good street lights. Option B, you must not drive with only your parking lights on in place of headlights. It is against the law. Option C, you may drive with only your parking lights on instead of headlights if you are driving at low speed. The correct answer is Option B, you must not drive with only your parking lights on in place of headlights. It is against the law. Question 6. Before making a left or right turn, you should signal for at least Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 400 feet. The correct answer is Option B, 100 feet. Question 7. When you see a bicyclist on the road ahead with their left arm extended downward to their left, you should assume the bicyclist is Option A, signaling that they are slowing down or stopping. Option B, signaling to change lanes to the left or make a left turn. Option C, just stretching their arm. It is not a signal of anything. The correct answer is option A, signaling that they are slowing down or stopping. Question 8. When you are driving on a highway that does not have a paved shoulder, if your vehicle breaks down, you should. Option A, try to get your vehicle completely out of the traffic lanes and off the paved surface of the highway before stopping. Option B, try to bring your vehicle to a stop on the right side of the highway with all four wheels still on the paved surface. Option C, try to stop your vehicle with your right wheels off the paved surface of the highway and your left wheels still on the paved surface. The correct answer is option A, try to get your vehicle completely out of the traffic lanes and off the paved surface of the highway before stopping. Question 9. If you are the driver or owner of a vehicle which is in a crash that is your fault and you are not insured in compliance with the financial responsibility law, option A, you will be placed on probation for up to 4 months. Option B, you must attend a driver financial responsibility course. Option C, you may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privilege is reinstated. The correct answer is option C, you may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privilege is reinstated. Question 10. If you are a licensed driver under the age of 17, you must be accompanied by a driver who is 21 years of age or older and holds a valid Class E or higher driver license if you want to operate a motor vehicle between option A, 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. Option B, 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. Option C, midnight and 7 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. The correct answer is option B, 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. Question 11. If a law enforcement officer stops a vehicle for a traffic violation and finds a front seat passenger 17 years of age or younger not wearing a seatbelt, a seatbelt violation will be charged to option A, the driver. Option B, the front seat passenger. Option C, neither the driver nor the front seat passenger. The correct answer is option A, the driver. Question 12. You are looking for a place to park your vehicle and there is a space ahead near a fire hydrant. You are not allowed to park. Option A, within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Option B, within 18 feet of a fire hydrant. Option C, within 20 feet of a fire hydrant. The correct answer is option A, within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 13. When entering an expressway, never stop in the acceleration lane unless traffic is option A, too heavy for you to merge safely. Option B, moving at less than 40 miles per hour. Option C, exceeding the posted speed limit. The correct answer is option A, too heavy for you to merge safely. Question 14. You are driving on a public road and need to turn your vehicle around. You can use a three-point turn. Option A, whether the road is straight or curved, but not if the road is on a hill. Option B, in place of a U-turn, if there is a sign prohibiting a U-turn. Option C, only where U-turns are permitted and only if the road is too narrow for your vehicle to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. The correct answer is option C, Only where U-turns are permitted and only if the road is too narrow for your vehicle to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Question 15. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit for cars in a residential area is Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 30 miles per hour. Option C, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option B, 30 miles per hour. Question 16. You are driving on a multi-lane road or highway and are approaching an emergency vehicle parked along the roadway with its emergency lights activated. If you are in the lane closest to the emergency vehicle, you must Option A, turn on your headlights so the emergency workers can see your vehicle approaching. Option B, safely leave the lane closest to the emergency vehicle or slow down to a speed 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Option C, stay in your lane and obey the speed limit. The correct answer is Option B, safely leave the lane closest to the emergency vehicle or slow down to a speed 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Question 17. When approaching an intersection, if you see a traffic sign in the shape of a triangle, the sign is Option A, a yield sign. Option B, a do not enter sign. Option C, a one-way traffic sign. The correct answer is Option A, a yield sign. Question 18. You are driving a vehicle that has an automatic transmission. When you park on a hill, you should Option A, set the parking brake first before you shift the transmission into park. Option B, shift the transmission into park and then set the parking brake. Option C, shift the transmission into park and leave the parking brake off. The correct answer is Option A, set the parking brake first before you shift the transmission into park. Question 19. When a projecting load extends to the rear 4 or more feet beyond the bed or body of a vehicle in the daytime, the extreme rear and sides of the load must be marked by 4. Option A, white flags. Option B, red flags. Option C, white lights. The correct answer is Option B, red flags. Question 20. If a law enforcement officer suspects your vehicle is not properly maintained or does not comply with Florida Motor Vehicle Equipment Standards, the officer Option A, may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. Option B, is not allowed to inspect your vehicle. Option C, must give you 10 days notice before inspecting your vehicle. The correct answer is Option A, may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. Question 21. This sign means Option A, one lane road ahead. Option B, merging lane ahead. Option C, lane ends ahead. The correct answer is Option B, merging lane ahead. Question 22. At dawn or dusk, or in rain or snow, it can be hard to see and be seen. A good way to let other drivers know you are there is to turn. Option A, up the instrument panel lights. Option B, on your parking lights. Option C, on your low beam lights. The correct answer is Option C, on your low beam lights. Question 23. What does a double solid yellow line on the road mean? Option A. Passing is allowed on both sides of the road. Option B. Passing is allowed only on one side of the road. Option C. Passing is not allowed on either side of the road. The correct answer is Option C. Passing is not allowed on either side of the road. A double yellow line on the road is used to mark the center line on two-way roads where it is not safe to pass. Question 24. What should you do when you need to stop your vehicle because of vehicle trouble? Option A. Turn on your high beam headlights. Option B. Turn on your emergency flashers. Option C. Use your horn to alert other drivers. The correct answer is Option B. Turn on your emergency flashers. Turning on your emergency flashers when you need to stop because of vehicle trouble will make your vehicle more visible to other drivers and help prevent collision. Question 25. What is the proper way to signal when changing lanes? Option A. Signal and immediately change lanes. Option B. Look over your shoulder, then signal, then change lanes. Option C. Change lanes and then signal. The correct answer is Option B. Look over your shoulder, then signal, then change lanes. You should always look over your shoulder and check your blind spot before changing lanes. Once you have determined it is safe, you should signal and then change lanes. Thank you for practicing with us. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more practice videos to help you easily pass the DMV written test. Please visit our website www.dmv-permit-practice-test.com for more resources to help you prepare for the test.